Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft. My name's Cody and I've made a few updates to my house since the last episode, so I want to show them all off before we head off into the deep darks, which are, by the way, just down here. So first off, have a look at this. In the last episode I was trying to make it so that there was glass over water. I thought that was a really cool idea for part of a house. In the comments you guys suggested stained glass. So I found a few colours of stained glass so far, pink, or I think it's magenta or whatever, yellow and red. So I did this one, but I wanted to show it on screen, so I'm going to make two of them. I've made a little pool for it here, but in the corresponding time, a bunch of squids spawned in there, so we'd probably better get rid of these little visitors before we try this. Where are you, Squiddy? Where are you? Go back to Splatoon. What are you even doing here? Yeah, you're not a squid now or a kid now. You're a dead now. That's what I thought. So, all right. So yeah, we're gonna make a second one of these. By the way, I solved the water issue by digging a third layer down of water, and that seems to have solved the issue. The other changes I've made. I've just generally cleaned up the surroundings here. This is the kind of thing that it takes a lot of time, but it doesn't actually take any thinking. So what I did was, when I was, watching a TV show or listening to a podcast, I just sort of semi-paid attention to the screen and just absent-mindedly did this, and this is the result. It looks a lot neater now, and I am quite happy with it. Other changes are, look, I've made a box for dirt. I made a box for cobblestone, which is called rocks because dirt and rocks, they just make good signposts. Other changes are, let's see, not much over here. I've installed a back door here, which leads to something that I want to get to later on in this series. Is what I've created is a dock. So we can grab a boat, put the boat in here, and then we can travel around wherever we want. There's some pretty huge water systems around here. We can go pretty far. You can basically go endlessly throughout the water. Like over here, there's a huge opening into the ocean. The only thing I have to worry about with these boats is that they are incredibly dangerous. Look, I was riding on a boat and I was perfectly fine, and then it said you got hit too hard and died or something, and then I died. I was at the bottom of the ocean, I died. I don't know. Boats have always been glitchy for me, but I do want at some point later on in the series to use this dock and start setting out maybe other outposts like over there that have their own dock and have corresponding lights and things. I've been coming up with ideas for how to do this, and I've got a few good ones so far. So yeah, I'm excited about that idea. Another thing that I am doing is, you know how I was digging behind the house because I knew there was something down there because I could hear spiders, I could hear zombies, and I was like, where are they? I actually discovered they're slightly on the other side here. I just left a little bit here with a ladder, and you can see I sort of set up a couple of torches, set up a bench so that I could make ladders to get my way back up, and a lot of this is unexplored. Well there. That took a little while to load in, huh? But yeah, there's whole areas over here where I can hear. I feel like I just heard the sound of a slide. And there's, oh, we should get this while we're here. There is what those in the biz refer to as steel, and those not in the biz refer to as iron. And by those not in the biz, I mean just random people who comment on my videos who are really mad that I say, like, box instead of, some synonym for box and all this kind of thing. because they get very pedantic about it. But that's all in season 1. That's all back in the past now. I just get comments occasionally on my episodes from 2010 early alpha saying, why don't you just make a bed or whatever? And it's like, beds weren't invented then. This was before beds were invented. This was before you were born, probably. So yeah, I also created a second backdoor out here, mainly because at one point there were like 3 zombies in front of my door, and I was like, I need to just find another way out. And you know, it's just more exits the better, really. And there's the dock. So what we're going to do now is I am going to make the second one of these really cool floor areas. So what we need is, alright, so you can see these, I made these, you put a flower in here and it will automatically turn into the color, into the dyes. That's the only step. But then what you want to do, if you want to make stained glass, you can see you just put one of the dyes in the middle and put 9 of these, or 8 of those actually. I was thinking, why is there 8 of those if there's 9 of those? But no, I was just not counting. I was not thinking properly. So we'll make a bunch of those, and we'll also make a bunch of these reds. And now what we're going to do is throw these against the wall, as is the custom. And this started with red as the outmost circle, and I want to do it the opposite for this one. So we're going to have the outer circle be made out of yellow this time. I wasn't sure what to do about the middle, so I came up with that idea of the pink, because it was like, oh, I do have a third color. I think there are more colors around. I need to find some like blue flowers, I think, and a few other things, and then I'll be able to you know, make everything even more colorful. But for now, I'm happy with the red and yellow. Whoop, with the red and yellow here. So as you can see, oh, I'm wasting glass. I did not make nearly enough of these when I was doing my example. So hold on, just one sec. All right, let's do a montage from here. There's no reason to do this without music. Alright, and now let's do the finishing touches, which include, let's see, how did I put it here? Yeah, a torch here, here, and here. And we have, yeah, we have a couple of nicely decorated floors. I'm still planning to do a bit more. I'm going to probably replace the torches with something that continues to light up this place without a lot of torches being everywhere. In the next episode, we're going to head down into there, and we are going to uncover actual progress. See you then. Alright, so I made a couple more adjustments to this. Shut up, spider. I made a couple more adjustments to this where instead of wood, we've got more patterns going along here. The spiders really want to be part of this episode.